This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
Righty, there he is, Peloton and all, Omar Kelly and our EJDconstruction.com. Yes, Miami Dolphins report. Yes.
I set you up for failure.
Oh, no?
It's actually, it looks like, I think it's his
It's not a
daughter. It's the
Oh,
daughter
it's
of the
a- oh.
carrier. I thought it was
It's
a
a carrier.
workout bike.
Oh,
It's
No,
with the baby. I'm
okay.
sorry.
Sean told me he's got a Peloton back there.
no, yeah, it's a baby.
It's a baby, not a Peloton. What's wrong with
That's more expensive.
Yeah.
But to my defense, you were blocking the bay. All I could see was the
handles?
handles, so I thought it was a bike.
Yeah, no, I'm not on the Peloton movement. I don't. It doesn't make sense to me. But hey, you never know it until you try it.
Hey, listen, for if people, they don't want to go to the gym anymore, germ-wise, after everything that's gone on, I can understand them buying a Peloton and staying home. I kind of get the home gym thing now. You know what I'm saying? Because after a while, you realize, okay, we just had a pandemic, or we're still in the middle of a pandemic. Do I go somewhere where I start to use a machine that a whole bunch of other sweaty people have used? You know what I'm saying? So I kind of get I get it. I understand that. I haven't gotten one myself, but I understand it. You know what I mean?
But what's different than you having your own exercise bike, or you having your own treadmill, or you having your own rower?
It's your sweat, nobody else's, bro.
No, but I'm saying in terms of the Peloton, you're just having somebody talk to you.
Yeah, I guess it's programmed so you can join people, compete against people, have a teacher, all that kind of stuff.
I'm like, do I need to compete that badly though? I don't think I do. I really don't.
You know what? Wait a minute.
I want to get back to doing my class pass.
No, but wait a minute. Well, no, wait a minute. But Omar, I do understand that. You know why? Some people can't just exercise.
Okay.
They need headphones. They need music.
Yeah.
Some people want somebody pushing them, because sometimes just exercising is boring.
Yeah,
so then
not sometimes. It's all the time boring.
Exactly. So you need a little something. So I can understand the people that might want video or a coach or a personal trainer or music or whatever it is to kind of assist you in trying to get through the workout. I understand that. That makes sense. At least in my eyes, it makes sense.
I'm more into the tonal. I think that's what it's called.
Right. That's another one that that's
the
very
gym
popular.
that's on your wall.
Yeah.
Like,
Cool.
I've thought about it, but listen, I have a gym, and I'm rarely ever in there. And one, because if I have an extra hour, I want sleep, rest, not no offense, Mila.
I'm with you.
I don't. Props to my wife, because she's adamant about exercising, which I know and I love about her. But like, I don't have the time. I don't have the energy level.
Right.
I hope to get it, but not right now.
Well, as you get older, it doesn't happen. So all I can tell you as a guy who gets older every day. I don't know how you get the energy. It's hard to get the energy. It's hard to find it. Before I get into the Dolphins, I don't know how much you watched yesterday, but I've never been a Dan Campbell fan. Not when he was here. I was laughing at him.
I
Oklahoma drill and all that.
Hold on, before you say something, I didn't watch a second of it because I was at a Thanksgiving house that decided that they're not going to have cable, and then they couldn't get the game. So I was blacked out from all the games, but it's all good.
You didn't miss anything. It was a disaster, bro. I mean, it was so unorganized.
Yeah, Dan Campbell's more of a pep talk kind of guy. To me, and this goes along with everything I've said about coaches for the last 3 coaches or 4 coaches, probably since Tony Soprano. It comes down to me in what kind of staff can you hire? Can you hire quality assistants? Because while Dan Campbell, the motivational stuff and I am going to run through a wall for you stuff is cute. You got to X's and O's it. You got to coach it up. You got to counter when they figure out what your game plan and strategy is. You have to counter. So, and I just didn't feel like Dan Campbell, even though he's got the Bill Parcells anointing. I didn't think that he had what it took to be successful right away. Now he was part of the Sean Payton tree too, which is another. Once you're under that Parcells tree, everybody associated with Parcells got a ride for you too. So maybe he gets that and the connections to be successful. But for here, I'm good.
Yeah, no, definitely. For me, I laughed when we had Dolphins, on his bandwagon, and then when he got hired in Detroit, I was really laughing my ass off because I kind of knew
they don't
what
have a really good team, though. If you look at their roster, it's not very good. I mean, Charles Harris,
no, I know,
best pass rusher.
But it's just a lack of just organization. You know what I mean? It's just just watching it, you can tell that it's just it's a poorly run team, and he's just not ready to be a head coach at all. And I don't think he'll ever be a head coach, to be honest with you. In the end, dude, you've been around players long enough to figure it out already. If you're not, if what you're selling ain't working, and I'm not winning, and I'm not reaching my incentives, I'm not listening to you anymore. That's it. That's how it goes. That's how players work, man. They're not just going to keep running into walls for you just because you say it. If you tell me it and I'm not winning, and every time you tell me this is going to help us win, and I'm doing it and I'm not winning and I'm not meeting incentives, it's over. It's over.
Depends on the level of player. If they're 2019 Dolphins players who would be out of the NFL if they didn't have the opportunity here, like I think the Lions roster is, there's only so many chances for the Charles Harrises of the world. I think they would continue to rally and they'll get that one or two victories and celebrate it like it was the 2007 Dolphins. Like, it's the never-ending flow of the NFL. New coach, new quarterback. We'll be bad for a while. Hopefully we'll turn a corner and never turn a corner. That's the NFL.
Yeah. No, I'm with you there.
Then we do it again. New coach, new quarterback. Hopefully we'll turn the corner. Never turn the corner. New coach, new quarterback. Hopefully we'll turn the corner. Never turn the corner. We're on our third cycle of new coach, new quarterback. Hopefully we'll turn the corner.
Well, that's kind of why I'm off the flow bandwagon now, because if for 3 years you showed me you can't find an offensive coordinator, an offensive line coach.
Hey, he found one. He found one. He got rid of him.
Well, somebody else found it for him. He got rid of it. That's something. But either way, you haven't been able to solve it for 3 years.
Yeah.
So and especially the O-line coach, because if you can't solve that, you're just going to get the quarterback killed. So to me, that's my problem with flow now is why should I give you another year when you've proven to me for 3 years you can't fix your offensive staff and to bring you back again. And so to me, that's where we get a little disillusional with.
He fixed it. It just broke again. And
he broke it. He broke it.
I don't know about the Chan Gailey situation. I don't know what's what. Like, remember when they came out the reports that Chan was being fired, and then Dolphins were like, no, he's not being fired. He's not fired. He's still here.
And who do you think could have been firing him? It ain't gonna be the GM. It ain't gonna be the assistant GM. It's not gonna be the defensive coordinator. It's not gonna be the owner. There's only one guy that would have been fired.
Yeah, of course. But he didn't fire him. Supposedly resigned, kind of like, I'm tired of this. I don't need, and he truly doesn't need this. Like,
no, he doesn't, especially when he tells the head coach, the quarterback's not ready. No, we need to play him. We need to play him against the Rams this week.
Hey, man, listen, it's panned out for Tua to the point he's got experience. Do you know that this Sunday against the Carolina Panthers will be the completion of his rookie season? He will have made 16 NFL starts, has an 8-7 record, has pretty good statistics. If you really just look, if we're just going to say, okay, where are you after 17 NFL games, 15 NFL starts, 3,285 complete yards, 65% completion, 20 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Yards per attempt is 6.7. That could definitely improve, but it's 7.2 this year. 88.8 quarterback rating. You know, I'm excited to watch him play against the Carolina Panthers. I look at this as a final exam because this is probably the third best defense in the league. They hound the quarterback. They're stingy on third downs. They give it up in the red zone, but they're stingy on third downs. These are all things that can stop the run. These are all things that Miami struggles with. And to me, I've looked at Tua as kind of the fixer for the problems that they've had on offense. If you look at where he is, he's one of the best fourth quarter quarterbacks in the NFL. Efficiency on drives in the first quarter is first drive. The efficiency level is ridiculous. It's off the charts. I just wrote the advance about it in terms of where he is. In the first quarter, in the first drive, he's completing 29 of 35 passes, 274 yards, 2 touchdowns rushing, 1 touchdown running. They've only missed 1 field goal. He scored in every first quarter, or put the team in scored in every first quarter except for the Buffalo game. In the second Buffalo game, Jason Sanders missed a field goal. And then you put it with his fourth quarter performances this year. Fourth quarter is phenomenal on his part. 75% of his completions. You got to excuse my baby here, picking up everything off the desk. 75% of his completions, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 114.2 quarterback rating in the fourth quarter. If you tell me my quarterback is going to be good against pressure, efficient, especially on the first drive, or, he's got those turnovers he needs to clean up, and fourth quarter performer, I'm like, I want that quarterback, especially now that he's delivering big plays. So I'm curious to see how he does against Panthers and just every game to finish out the season.
By the way, you left the most important part of that entire equation out. With all that praise you left out, he is excelling around garbage. That's the key. It's very important.
Yeah.
Very important that he excels around garbage, because one of the themes that I've been talking about all week long is that when you made the comparison of Fitz, it's ridiculous because Fitz for 17 years was a backup, was a guy that came in the worst situations. Everywhere he went, he came in when the quarterback was struggling, when the team was bad, when the coach was fired. Everything was in chaos. So when he comes here, he can excel in those areas because he's been a chaotic quarterback his entire life. This kid comes from structure, every place in Alabama. And then he comes into the NFL, and it's all chaotic for him right now. If you notice, as you've mentioned, that this will be his 16th game, he has gotten better and better and better, understanding the chaotic nature that he's under and how he has to make plays in these kind of chaotic situations. He is a different Tua from even right now than he was at the beginning of this 16-game run in itself. That's why we must show patience, and people don't want to show patience, and people want to give up on the kid, and you really should not give up on the kid because he has not been given everything he needs to succeed. But having said all that, he is at least succeeding to a certain extent under probably the worst conditions.
The conditions aren't great. If they can do what they did against the Jets, which is run the football, and obviously the line is what it is. It's going to continue to be what it is, but they need some sort of consistency. And I think running the ball is it. Running the ball is the only thing that really can take the pressure off Tua. And I've always known that. And if they can consistently do that, Tua can do enough to put your team in position to win. Yes, is he still going to throw those boneheaded interceptions and needs to clean up some things in the later portion of the game or the middle portion of the game? Absolutely. But he's shown you that he's clutch. He's shown you that he has it. Mila? Yes.
She's shown you that about the game, bro.
Huh?
She's psyched up about the game.
Yeah. Yes.
That's what it's all about.
She. Listen.
She's a
She
Tua
loves
fan.
football.
She's
Yes, Daddy talk too much.
She's a smart girl. She's a Tua fan.
Your mommy complains about the same thing. Daddy talks too much. Say hi to Big O. Say hello. Hi. You see him? He's gonna. As I said to you, and I said this to you at the beginning of the year, 2023. He will be the quarterback that he's gonna be. You see him? You see him waving at you?
I see it.
You see him? He's gonna be the quarterback that he's gonna be. We just have to have the patience to see him develop and blossom. And oops. We don't have the patience. We just don't. And I get it. I understand. Yeah, you see him waving at you? Oh, yes, you're gonna give him a wave. You gonna give him a wave. So it's yes, the talent around him, like Flo talked about today, Fuller coming back and Devontae coming back, and I'm not wishing upon a star. I'm not at high expectations. But right now, with this weaponry, he can win. With this line, he can win. The question is, can they run the ball? And to me, that's the magic formula.
Oh, wait, hold on a second. They got Philip Lindsay now, bro. They're set.
Philip Lindsay and Duke Johnson. Philip Lindsay and Duke Johnson are more accomplished and more talented than both of their top two backs. So
I think Gaskin is a better runner than Philip Lindsay.
Lindsay was a Pro Bowler, bro.
Yeah, I know he. Yeah, but that was also a good team. What I'm saying? But Gaskin is not on a good team. If you give him a decent line, I think he would actually be a better back overall. They're both like smaller backs, but I just think
every back on this team is like a scat back except for Malcolm Brown. I just don't get it.
I personally love Gaskin's balance in traffic. I think he has actually above average balance in traffic. I've been very impressed with him in that sense. The problem is he just has a terrible line right now, and he's not dynamic like Ricky or Barry or somebody like that.
Give me dynamic. Give me dynamic.
Yeah. I know, but none of these guys are dynamic.
I don't care.
Philip isn't dynamic either.
I'm tired of scraping the
Oh, I know. This is why you wanted Najee, because it's exactly
you know the Dolphins
to protect Tua.
You know the Dolphins' approach to the run game is? It's like that Thanksgiving. When you have a pan and maybe there's rice in the pan, or maybe it's sweet mashed potatoes or sweet potato, and it cooks a little bit too much, and then you have to scrape the bottom.
Yep.
And it's that nasty stuff on the bottom.
Yep.
That's the Dolphins' approach to the run game. They want you to eat that nasty stuff. They want to go to the bottom of the basement, the waiver wire, the running back people throw away, the 7th round pick, the undrafted guy. And they want you to say, it's delicious, Big O. It's delicious. I'm sorry. I'm not eating it. I will not eat it, Big O. If you don't go out and you don't take a back in the top 50 of next year's draft, or go sign a decent, respectable free agent, I wish doom upon you, because you clearly do not know what it's going to take for Tua to succeed. You need to go get a left tackle, a real center, and go get gosh darn back. And I cleaned it up. He's never going to be good. He's never going to be good without any of those things.
No, of course not. I know. Well, that's kind of what I've been saying all year, that he's just under a really difficult situation to succeed. And having said all that, he is still getting better, and that's with a fractured finger and fractured ribs too in the process. So it's not like he's going through this process fully healthy. No, he has suffered more injuries because they're so piss poor on the line and protecting him.
Yeah, he'll be good though. I think he'll be good. He's got it.
What do you hear about the safeties? I kind of get the feeling that they're going to play, but what do you think? Because you heard
maybe Brandon Jones won't play, but I have a feeling that Holland will play. If Eric Rowe has to fill in for a game or two, I'm sure he can get it done. Eric has had a disappointing season, no question about it. But I would love to see him get the opportunity to redeem himself and sort of reemerge. I don't think he'll be back here next year, but I definitely think he deserves the opportunity to prove what he could do in the NFL. He had a phenomenal year last year, and this year just hasn't been the same. And they've got younger guys that they want to play, and younger guys with greater strength, and he just hasn't been the same player that he was last year. It just happens, but I think he can get the job done.
Listen, this weekend, this is the kind of weekend where I want a Brandon Jones because Cam Newton can run the ball, and plus Brandon is such a good blitzer.
Yeah,
I think you want to make Cam as uncomfortable as possible, and that would have helped out. But you're probably right.
His first start was against Cam Newton in his career. He started his rookie game, came out of nowhere, and he was phenomenal. I think he led the team in tackles that game. Now, did they stop Cam Newton? No, but I like, you know how I feel about Brandon. I like what I'm seeing from him. I don't necessarily like the player. I didn't like the player at the beginning of the year. I'm not going to front. Too many blown assignments. Can't really cover that well.
But you're coming around. You're coming around.
I am coming around. Especially how they use him. I don't really.
You know why? You know why you're coming around? Because you know that hopefully he'll figure out his cover stuff.
Yeah,
but he makes plays.
Yeah,
and you can't teach that. You can't teach what Holland does. You can't teach what Brandon does. You can't teach what Mac Hollins does. Either you have it or you don't, bro. Either you're around the ball or you're not. That's just the way it is. X has a little bit of that too. Then he's a guy that finds a way around the damn ball. You can't teach those kind of things, bro. You either have it or you don't. And that's what you're seeing from Brandon now. That's what you're seeing that I saw from the get-go, that this is a kid that's got a knack to make plays. All he has to do now is learn how to get fundamentally sound. That's it.
He's not a problem. I'm focused on problems.
Amen. That's a good way to put it.
He's not a problem. I'm curious if Mac will play a little bit more, considering he's played well. Okay, all right, it's yours. He's played well for the last 2 games. Will that mean he's going to get more playing time, more opportunities?
Probably not. It took the man 2 years to move Austin Jackson to right guard, so left guard. So yeah, he'll probably still try to play Preston Williams and Devontae Parker if they can actually limp out there this weekend. Seriously, I don't get what's going on with him.
I think Preston. Yeah, I think they're moving on from Preston. But yeah, Mac is going to be Mac. Yeah, that's another role that he can get. He can't get the Albert Wilson role, but he can get some of Preston's reps. He can get those split end reps. Right now, Gesicki's taking those split end reps. It is what it is, but they're fine, and they're not gonna have Adam Shaheen this week. So
shocker, he's injured. Wow. Man, that never happens with Adam Shaheen. I mean, he really belongs on this roster. I mean, what the hell? They love injury-prone players. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, that's another guy that's so unreliable. Are you fearing Cam Newton this weekend? If you're the Dolphin fan?
Yeah, because I don't have anybody. They pose 2 threats, McCaffrey and Cam Newton, and I don't have anybody that can defend both of them. I have to pick my choices. I have to pick my poison. Jerome is probably going to defend McCaffrey as best as he can. Maybe a safety defends McCaffrey. Maybe Eric Rowe defends McCaffrey. I don't know what they're going to do. And as I said on X's and Omar, what fascinates me about this series, what fascinates me about the Flores and Josh Boyer is I always love the game plan. I always love the thought process. It doesn't always necessarily work, but I could see the thought put into their strategy and their approach. So I'm dying to see what the approach is. She likes throwing things on the floor. I'm dying to see what the approach is to defending McCaffrey and Cam Newton on the same field.
All right, what's the prediction, my brother? What do you think happens in this game? Do the Dolphins make it 4 in a row?
Yes, because I believe in Tua. I believe that the defense is going to do enough to create the necessary plays to win the game. And I think that this is going to be a game that Tua is going to be able to put up 24 points. He's trending in the right direction. Can you protect him? Can they run the ball? If you could do those, they can score points.
Well, if you could do that, the Dolphins are in the playoffs. You would have been in the playoffs if you can actually do that. That's for sure. You got the quarterback that'll win the games for you, but they don't have the line and the running game. If they had that, bro, this team would be so much better overall. Hey, by the way, Zach, another semifinalist again. He's been a finalist the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Do you think he'll get in, man? Because I would love to see Zach Thomas Pro Football Hall of Fame.
I think this is the best chance that he has. Been a finalist for 2 years. If you look at this class, there are no absolute locks. There are a lot of good wide receivers, but probably only one, maybe two gets in. I'm a Will Fort guy. I don't believe that Devin Hester should get in as a first ballot Hall of Famer. I think he should eventually get in as a Hall of Famer. But there's no clear-cut first ballot guys. So to me, this should be a year that you try to clean off that list of guys that have been waiting for a while. DeMarcus Ware is a first ballot guy. I think he gets in first ballot. But everybody, Vince Wilfork, I would love to say Vince is the first ballot guy. But, those positions, they don't get the respect or praise that they deserve.
I don't mind. I think Vince Wilfork is a first ballot Hall of Famer. I have no problem. Let me read over. Let's go over quickly on the list here. You just say yes or no. Cornerback Eric Allen.
No.
Defensive end Jared Allen.
No.
Hell yeah. Offensive tackle Willie Anderson.
No.
Cornerback safety Rondé Barber.
No.
Wide receiver Anquan Bolden.
Yes. Not first ballot.
I say yes also. Should have been a Miami Dolphin. Offensive tackle Tony Boselli.
Yes. This should be the year he clears.
I would put him in, man. If you put Gale Sayers in, if you're gonna put, Terrell Davis, then you can put Tony Boselli because he was a dominant tackle while he played. Former FSU safety and Packer Leroy Butler.
No.
Hell of a player, man. Borderline maybe. Running back Eddie George.
No.
Yes. Wide receiver kick returner Devin Hester.
Yes, not eventually.
Me too. I'm with you eventually. Wide receiver Torrey Holt.
Yes, eventually.
Yeah. I don't mind putting him in. Wide receiver Andre Johnson.
Yes, eventually. Not a first ballot. If you put him in the first ballot, it's a slap in the face to all the first ballot guys.
Well, no, Torrey Holt would have to go in first than Andre Johnson, but
I think it's Reggie Wayne's turn.
No, but I'm saying is both guys deserve to get into the Hall of Fame is what I'm saying. I don't mind when they get in this year or 3 years from now, but they both are deserving of it. Defensive end Robert Mathis.
No.
Me too, borderline. Linebacker Sam Mills.
If you don't put Zach in, he don't go in.
All right, it's a borderline guy too. Defensive tackle Richard Seymour.
I'm gonna go eventually.
I'm gonna say borderline no.
Yeah.
Wide receiver Steve Smith.
Yes, and maybe first ballot. If I had to give one guy a first ballot out of this class, it would be him.
I love Steve Smith. I'm with you. He's a Hall of Famer. Wide receiver special teamer Steve Tasker.
No.
Okay. Running back.
Is he really? He's not like
he's a great special teamer.
No. But he's not an old-time committee guy.
I don't know. I'm not sure. They have him on the list.
Okay.
So he's probably not. Running back Fred Taylor.
Yes, eventually.
I say no, borderline. Linebacker Zach Thomas, yes. Wide receiver Hines Ward.
Eventually. Hines is.
I'm with you. Eventually. Helston, yeah, bro. He was a great special teamer, and then he became a great receiver. And the toughness was second to none. Linebacker DeMarcus Ware.
Yes, first ballot.
I would put him in also. Running back Ricky Waters.
No.
Also, I say no. Wide receiver Reggie Wayne.
If this is his year, this is his time.
I'd put him in too, whether this year or down the line, but I'd put him in. Vince
If you have to go one wide receiver, who is it going to be?
Oh God, I'm probably gonna go. It's really tough, man. I'm gonna go Reggie Wayne and then Torrey Holt and Andre Johnson.
Hold on, you did not Steve Smith. You just
well, no, Steve Smith's already in. No, I already have Steve Smith in.
okay. If I'm going one gets in this year, it's probably gonna be Reggie because Reggie's had to wait. And with the wide receivers, it's everybody has to wait.
Yeah, but Holt has been waiting longer. So I mean, they all have been waiting. Holt's been longer retired than Reggie Wayne. So, I mean, it's either way, but they both have had to wait. But I'm with you there. Vince Wilfork, you think eventually is what you're saying, right?
Eventually, but he would get my first ballot vote. I would show respect for the people who do what he did, and he was one of the reasons that the Patriots had a great defense.
Another short career, but a monster of a player, Patrick Willis.
No.
Yeah, he had the injuries. Eventually, he could get in because of the shortened career, but he was a monster.
Nobody should get in before Zach.
No, I get you.
If we're, I'm so bothered that Urlacher got in. Until Zach gets in, there shall not be another linebacker in.
Safety Darren Woodson.
You know who's going to give Zach problems? Luke Kuechly. If Luke Kuechly gets in as a first ballot guy,
but Luke
virtually have the same career.
Yeah, but Luke just retired. It's 4 more years until he's up because this is his
4?
first. Yeah, because it's 5 years, and he's only been 1 year out of football, so it's 4 more years.
Yeah, I guess I just am so bothered by the fact that everybody, I cake for Zach. Zach is my favorite player of all time, and I have a ton of respect for him as a player, as a person. So I want to see him get in. I
want to see him get in, but I have no problem with Luke Kuechly. That guy was
no. All I'm saying is
and a half.
Pay the respect to Zach that he's due.
No, I get you. I'm with you. One more, Bryant Young, defensive tackle.
No.
Borderline, man. He's right there. He was an awesome player, man. God, he was an awesome player. All right, Omar, appreciate you. Get back to Daddy Daycare. We'll talk to you post-game on Sunday after the Dolphins beat the Carolina Panthers, my friend.
All right. See you on Sunday, Big O. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. You're not going to say bye-bye? Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Go give him a wave. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. There you go.
All right.
There you go. She's doing it. There you go. She's telling us bye in her own way. Big old smile. There you go. I get the cute smile. That's it. There you go. All right, Omar. We'll catch you on Sunday. There you go. The EJDconstruction.com Miami Dolphins report.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.